It's been a season of change for the Liberty D1 women's hockey team, with 6 new players joining the team and 2 new coaches. Many fans and even the athletes themselves were curious to see how this season would play out following a loss in the championship game last spring.
Our team, we started at a point where we weren't really sure if we were going to come a long way, and we had a lot of success right at the beginning, and I think that really encouraged the freshmen to step their game up. And even like Coach Lowe's has said, he wasn't sure even if the freshmen were going to play this year very much, and a lot of our freshmen are on our top lines and our top D, and so I think that it's just we've come a long way, and coming into the Nationals, I think we've got a lot of boost in our steps.
Well, the start of the year, it was kind of hard at first because we got some freshmen coming in. We had a lot of old returning players, but it's always just hard, new team, new year. Even if it's only one player, it's a lot different than the previous year. So it's just kind of like meshing together and finding some chemistry between us.
After a disappointing postseason loss in the championship game for the women's D1 team last year, head coach Chris Lowe's made the transition from the D2 men's team to D1 women's team, and many are hoping this will be the perfect match in order for the team to bring home the championship trophy.
Having Coach Lowe's and even Coach Carlson, I think it's been a huge blessing for our team. Coach Lowe's pushes us in so many ways and brings so many new skills to our game that I didn't even know that personally I could achieve, and just making us think more on our feet with fast passes, fast movement, and always making sure that we kind of know where we're going, and then having even one step ahead of where we're going next. Just basically brings our game all together, and Coach Carlson does that with the defense. She's always on them. They're on us all the time about just making sure we're trying to be the best we can.
Yeah, it's been a transition, and I think not just for myself, but Coach Carlson's new to the team, Coach Graham's back again, Coach Force working with new people, and then all our players too, right? Responding to new coaching, new systems, and new ideas, and even just a bit of a change in culture maybe. But for me, it's been a pretty smooth transition. I think for everyone though, it's the adjustment to coaching a whole new team, not necessarily guys versus girls. The idea of having 24 new players that I didn't have, that we needed to evaluate and learn what makes them tick and what motivates them and where their strengths are. So I would say that's the biggest thing that stands out.
The team is entering the tournament with the first place ranking providing them with an extra boost of confidence, and they expect to work hard and give it their all in hopes of bringing home the national championship for the second time in team history.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's a scary feeling as a coach. One bad bounce, bad penalty, single elimination hockey. It can be ruthless. And I've experienced it. These girls have experienced it. But a lot of it's just about having the right girls in the locker room, and I like our group, and I think we've got some leadership that's doing a good job getting our players focused, and I think we'll go in confident. Anything can happen. I certainly wouldn't bet against us, but there's a lot of teams that are hot right now and probably feeling as good as we do. So.
After the heartbreaking loss last year, I just think that this year we're more knitted as a team, and we all have the same goal in mind, and every one of us works hard. So I think if any year is going to be there for us to win, it'll be this year.
It's just a feeling, and I mean, from my freshman year, we went through so much adversity, and we had Sarah's mom die, and we had a bunch of things happen, and it kind of feels like everything that happened that year is happening again. And I mean, it's a God thing. You have to have faith in God, and He knows ultimately what's gonna happen. So it would be so nice. I mean, it's my final year. We're playing to win, and it's everything. Winning a national championship is the biggest deal in the world. So that's all.
It would be so, can't even put it into words. It would be awesome. It's just the feeling that you get lifting that trophy and getting your rings and everything. It's basically putting everything you've worked for all season into one final moment, and that's just so indescribable.